Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Bamzooki Orchestra sent in by Zook X1 to our website, featuring Dylan on drums, Elvis on bass, Fingers Malone on piano, and Trevor on fish.
What a band, Richard, and what a racket. Anyway, welcome to today's Bamzooki. We've got some great stuff coming your way on today's show. And let's start by meeting our first team who are in their element when they're designing their zooks.
Welcome. We are the Elements.
We have 4 elements in the team. First of all, iCycle started off with 4 legs and it kept falling over because it was so fast. I added 4 legs on, which made it slightly slower, but also when it started to flip over, it can now walk on its back, which I think is a useful feature.
Crusher's face is built like a shovel and it pushes harder so it can flip the Zook over.
A flame grill is different from the other Zooks because of its speed. Originally I had 20 legs, so I had to get rid of loads because the back legs kept on lagging behind. All the legs move at alternative speeds, so it's sort of like that, going really, really quickly. We are in our element. Nothing can stop us.
And hoping to live up to that are Grim Reaper, Crusher, iCycle, and Flame Grill.
You boys seem to have really thought about your Zook designs, particularly leg movement. Now, Flame Grilled, clearly he's a really speedy Zook. Is there anything else that he can do, do you think?
He can't turn. If he does veer off, you can't get him back. He's just going to go anywhere he wants to.
OK, so he's a bit of an unruly Zook, but he's a pretty fast Zook.
Yeah.
Great Zooks. I think they all look fantastic. Very best of luck. And let's now meet your opponents, because they're hoping to compose some success on today's Bamzooki.
Can you spot 4 men with a beard?
We're in here somewhere.
We're called 4 men with a beard because it's a total opposite of what we are.
We have a team Zook called the Beard and is good at everything.
The beard originally had 4 legs, but now he has 6 legs, which makes him faster and more stable.
There is also a small beard at the front of the Zook.
The beard is unique.
We made the front of Typhoon wider so that he would have a larger pushing area. Typhoon is our heaviest Zook. I would put him in a contest that required speed and strength.
Archangel 2 is more stable than Typhoon because it has longer legs.
Wacko Wacko is my favourite Zook because she is very fast and she is very good at turning corners.
The beards mean business.
Well, there may not be 4 of them, but there are 4 of these. Typhoon, Wacko Wacko, Archangel 2, and of course the beard.
Now, Joe, the first thing I want to know is, does having a beard actually help the beard be a better Zook?
Not really. We just added it for show.
I know Wacko Wacko is your favourite, Simran. Let me guess, you made it.
Yes.
You think that female Zooks are better than male Zooks, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought you might say that. What do you think to your opposing team Zooks over there? First impressions?
Not as good as ours.
Well, for 4 men with a beard and the elements, it's time to crack on. This is the first contest. Now, for this first one, teams, what you really don't want is a big Zook that gets knocked into the pits. Now, just watch what happens here with Bernard and Nosy, OK? Bernard's a little bit too big. He's a fantastic Zook, but he's just a little bit too big and ends up going inside the pits. So what you need here is a fast Zook to race to the end. You also need a little nippy Zook to hopefully get past the opponent. Pick your first Zook, go on!
Well, this is where we find out if the teams are as good at choosing as they are at designing.
Most of our Zooks are quite big, aren't they, apart from iCycle?
Yeah, but what about
He's small and nippy.
I don't think the other team are going to choose Flame Grilled because that's just mad.
Flame Grilled, because he's fast, isn't he?
How about the beard, maybe?
Yeah, the beard.
Yeah, stop this. iCycle it is.
Beard.
Yeah.
Back you come, guys.
Well, the Elements have gone for the extraordinary-looking icicle. Will he be cool under pressure? Meanwhile, the Reds have gone for the beard. And if I had that on my chin, I'd be straight down the barbers.
Very nice, Rich. Thanks. Now, Billy, your opponents are feeling very confident about this. How are you feeling right now?
Well, we're going to win, Jake.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
Should we find out?
Yeah, let's go for it.
OK, let's do it. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
I absolutely love Zook 'em off at the pass. Bosh! I love this game, and it's already over. Fantastic. Easier said than done. Icicle makes his way to the line. That is 1-0.
Well, there we go. A victory to start with for the Elements. And I know that the beard was your team Zook, your favourite Zook, but he didn't do the business there. Rich, once again, just show us what happened, will you?
Well, quite an embarrassing performance from the beard. He may want to go out after this wearing a false beard. There he goes into the pit. Goodbye.
A bad performance there, but congratulations to Icicle and the Elements. You're taking the lead as we get on with the second round. Weakest Zook is really all about picking your strongest Zook, OK? And hopefully a Zook that doesn't keep going upside down. I'm going to make this as simple as possible. If you've got the strongest Zook here today and you pick him for this, you will win. And if you need the points, that's really important. Teams, it's time to pick your second Zook. Go on!
Jake's really piling on the pressure for these teams. Let's see if they can come up with the goods.
Well, Wacko is strong. It isn't stable, though.
Flame Grill he's just gonna fly off everywhere.
How about Typhoon?
No.
But that isn't our strongest Crusher.
Crusher's really strong.
Should we choose our strongest Zook? Archangel 2.
Crusher, yeah. Crusher.
Archangel 2.
Interesting choice. Back you come.
Well, both teams have chosen a right couple of bruisers for this one. Crusher for the Elements and Archangel 2 for 4 men with a beard. Stand back. This looks like it could be a belter.
I think you're right, Rich. They're pretty impressive Zooks. Now, Joey, your opposing Zook, Crusher, has got huge legs. What do you think of them?
Not really, because they're a bit too thin, and I'm confident that we're going to win.
You're still going to do it?
Yeah.
Well, you need the points, so let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Here they go. They both look tough, and look at this. Archangel 2 steals ahead, pulling Crusher perilously close to the edge, but he's hanging on. Unbelievably, he's refusing to give in. This is really plucky from Crusher. He's closer and closer. He's only hanging on because his legs are trapped underneath. Surely he's going to go soon. It's nearly all over. He's keeping hanging on, and he's gone. He's out of his misery.
You know
1-1.
He was never really going to hold on, but I desperately hoped that he would. His leg was just caught, and he seemed to last forever. Congratulations. Sim, you look over the moon. How happy are you to get your first point?
Very.
I bet. Well done. It means that the points are level as we start the third contest. Now, teams, this contest is a little bit like scoring runs in cricket. Now, Nosey's the one scoring the runs. He goes backwards and forwards. But it was Bernard's job to give this block here a good push so that as Nosey's running, the distance gets longer and longer. Now, you need a fast Zook to perform Nosey's role and a powerful Zook to do what Bernard should have done a little bit better. Teams, off you go.
At 1-1, both teams have shown they can choose the right Zook. Pressure's on again.
I definitely don't think Flame's like, because he can't turn, can he?
So we need something strong and manoeuvrable. Wacko's not suitable.
I think Grim Reaper would be good.
Typhoon, if they choose Typhoon, he's quite good at turning and he's quite strong.
Should we have Typhoon? Yes, everybody agrees with Typhoon.
Grim Reaper.
Right, yeah.
Grim Reaper.
Time for another contest. Let's go.
In green for the Elements, the Grim Reaper will be hoping he's the kiss of death for the Reds. However, they will hope Typhoon can blow that idea out of the water. That is a link.
It is, Rich. Congratulations. Right, teams, I can't stress how important this is for you. Whoever wins this takes the lead into the final, OK? That's what this means. Very best of luck to both of you. I'm a bit nervous myself. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
So the Grim Reaper there in green, he gets 1. He's now got to turn and make his way back. I said he's now got to turn and make his way back. Well done. Here he comes, possibly for... Oh, dear. Disappointing. Only 1 scored.
What? hold on a minute. That looked like 2 to me. Rich, just clear that up for me because it really did look like it was 2 scored there, not 1. Can we have another look?
Looking at the slow-motion replay, you'll see the Grim Reaper cartwheels past the green block in a most comical fashion. He doesn't touch it. He's off the table. Only 1 scored.
It really was only 1. The elements. I'm so sorry. You only scored 1. You need 2 to win. Best of luck. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Typhoon only needs 2. He's got 1. Oh, my goodness, look at Grim Reaper. He's as bad at pushing as he is at running up now. He's just getting in the way. What an unbelievable performance from Grim Reaper. And there's the second 1 scored for Typhoon. It's all over.
What is that Zook doing, Billy?
A load of madness.
Absolute load of madness. He's an unbelievable Zook. 4 men with a beard. You won.
Yes!
Congratulations. You only scored 2, but it was enough to give you a lead as we go into today's Bamzooki final.
Bamzooki.
Well, here it is. Today's Bamzooki final. Now, teams, you might be thinking that throughout today's show, we have tested your Zooks to the limit. But before one of you is crowned as the victor, there's one last challenge, or at least 4 last challenges. Have a look at this. The final is split into 4 very distinct stages, and what you've now got to work out is which Zook should take on which challenge for you. It's a big decision. Get in your groups, have a think, and while you do, Rich, the lap leaderboard challenge, surely today someone can beat Baggy Bug.
Well, the last chance to knock Baggy Bug off the top falls to David and Carrie Grant.
B sharp. B sharp.
Sounded a bit flat to me.
We were looking for raw talent, so we chose a great set of legs.
We added colour and a propeller-type head to give it real speed. Come on, come on, come on! Come on, Sharpie! Come on!
Faster!
We've got Jake to beat. Come on! Come on, come on, get there! Yes!
17.8.
How have we done?
Well, you just made the top 10 sandwich between Jake and Simon Grant.
Yes! We beat you, Simon, but unfortunately we didn't get Jake yet.
We're gonna get you next time. You're mine. You're mine.
Unlucky David and Carrie, and of course congratulations to Phil Everett from West Brom, who managed to win. Brian Gunn did very well. He's from Norwich City, whereas Nosy came last. That's Rich's Zook. Rich, talk us through the lineup.
Boing, boing, Baggy Bug. Anyway, first up, it's Crusher against Archangel 2. That's a rematch of Weakest Zook. Second, if you like comedy cartwheeling, stay tuned. It's the Grim Reaper against The Beard. Third, Ice Cycle against Typhoon. And the final leg, it's the 2 new boys, Flame Grilled and Wacko Wacko.
Cheers, Rich. I don't know about you, but I'll be mainly focusing on Grim Reaper. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Off goes Archangel with that narrow 1 second lead, and here comes Crusher. And Archangel powers through the block, but he's having trouble touching the beard. Oh, touching the beard sounds like a bizarre parlour game. Let's not go there. And the beard, over he goes. Well in the lead, and what on earth is the Grim Reaper doing? Well, he's lying on his back. Surprise, surprise, it's all too easy. Typhoon tags, Wacko Wacko, 4 men with a beard!
The elements, no surprises for guessing who let you down, I'm afraid, Billy. At least you're still smiling. It was Grim Reaper, so unlucky, guys. You're back for the semi-final!
Yes!
Sim, why do you think your team won?
Teamwork.
It was all about teamwork. Well, there you go, your very own Bamzooki pictures. Enjoy those, and I'll see you back here for the semi-final. And, of course, you could be right here on Bamzooki. All you have to do is keep on checking out the website, bbc.co.uk/cbbc. Click on Bamzooki, and all the details are right there. Rich, how good was that?
Unbelievable, Jake.
That's the word. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
We've seen some fantastic Zooks. Fingers crossed for a fantastic final.
Bamzooki.
Welcome to another Bamzooki Grand Final. Once again, we've got 4 teams turning up here today to battle it out for this, the Bamzooki Trophy. And trust me, after all of their effort building their Zooks, the feeling when they get their hands on this is just out of this world. Which reminds me, Rich, do you remember a few shows ago we sent that Zook rocket into space?
Oh, yeah.
What happened with that?
Funny you should say that, Jake, because it's due to land any minute now.
Right there. OK, fingers crossed for a good landing. OK, here we go. Oh... That is fantastic. Rich, it's landed. How good's that?
Bamzooki.
Absolutely. Right, let's crack on with today's show and meet our first team, the Elementals. When they were here last time, they did pretty well.
How did the Elementals get to the Bamzooki final? It's elementary. Vulcan won Great Barrier Zouk. Gaia, well, he met his match in Zouk Sumo in one of the closest bouts of the series. Neptune re-established the lead in Beat the Boulder Zouk tag and then gave the Elementals the perfect start in the relay, handing to Gaia, who handed to Vulcan, who handed to Odin, who raced to victory and a place in today's Bamzooki final.
So last time you were here, Charlie, you won 2 of the 3 contests. What do you think was your secret to success?
I think because we had so many different abilities on our Zouk, so some were fast and some were strong.
And Joshua, you lost Zouk Sumo. What did you learn about that you're going to incorporate into your Uber Zouk build?
Well, it was all because we got flipped over, so you don't really want parts sticking out of your Zouk which are vulnerable to being flipped over.
Interesting. Maddie, are you going to win today?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. Nice to see you all again. And let's meet your opponents because they're hoping that a little bit of family unity will help them win on today's Bamzooki.
I'm Jamal. These are my cousins, Katie and Alice.
But it wasn't the best start to Zouk Smash, Bug narrowly losing. But that was the only disappointment. Jet easily won Season Freeze, and Rocket won Dodgy Zouk with ease. Which means in the relay, with a narrow advantage, it was pretty much plain sailing. The greens fell apart and the crazy cousins robbed home.
So with victory in Zoukette Season Freeze and Dodgy Zouk, you're obviously good at designing fast, manoeuvrable Zouks. Why is that, Jamal?
Because we always make our movement cycles very, very simple, giving it a bit more speed so it won't have to stop so many times on its way. And we always turn the turning sharpness up a bit.
Who do you think you're going to turn into your Uber Zouk today?
We're thinking about changing Rocket.
OK, interesting decision. Katie, what do you reckon to your opponent's Zouk building skills?
I think we're going to win and they're going to lose.
All right, fantastic. Good luck. Let's get on with the show. This is the first contest. OK, teams, you're about to get the chance to design your Uber Zouk, so listen up, because this is going to help you out, OK? Your semi-final today is Zouk Slab Dash. Now, this is all about an ability to climb, because every time you touch this wall here, some slabs will appear in your way. If you can climb over them, you'll keep on scoring the points. If you can't, you're not going to do very well. Now, when designing your Uber Zouks, think about this, but also keep one eye on the fact your Zouk has also got to cope with the grand final if you get that far. Teams, design your Uber Zouks. Go on.
Well, they've got 4 Zouks each to choose from, or will they start from scratch? Let's see what the Elementals have decided. Well, that is Neptune. And that is a complete redesign of his rear end.
Copy.
They've doubled his length, added legs. Testing his lap time there. What about the crazy cousins? Well, that's Rocket. Again, doubled his length. Adding teeth, giving him some extra bite, no doubt. Hey, he looks pretty tough. Well, let's see what we've got. It was Neptune for the Elementals, but now, well, it's Zeus. And the crazy cousins have given us the articulated Firebug.
Cheers, Rich. The Uber Zouks look so different. Now, teams, you design these Zouks with this particular game in mind, so fingers crossed you design them well. Should we find out how you're going to get on? Yeah. Best of luck. Whoever wins this is in the final. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
And off they go, and they are both pretty quick Zouks. You'd hope so. They've been specifically designed for this game. Oh, bang! Firebug's tile there dropped down. Really caught him, which has meant Zeus has got a bit of a run on him. Down comes Zeus's second one. He's done well there to avoid it. Here comes Firebug. Got a little bit stuck. Needs to get over there if he's going to get his second one. Hates the wall. Down comes the second one. Zeus has got a bit caught up as well. Maybe they should have given him a little bit more ground clearance, but he's there for the third. Here it comes. But look at Firebug. He's really made up time there. He's got 3. It literally is neck and neck. These two Zouks as they turn together and make their way back. But Zeus is definitely the quicker, but now he's got stuck. Firebug stuck. The time's nearly up, and it's Freeze. But down comes the last one. 4-3 to the Elementals.
Elementals, you are in today's Bamzooki Grand Final, but only by the skin of your teeth. Crazy Cousins, you were fantastic last time. You were brilliant. It was 3-all right until the last second. Are you feeling OK, Jamal?
Yeah.
Have you had fun? Yeah. You've been fantastic. Well done on your Zook designs. And you're in the Grand Final, but who might you be up against? Well, it could be this team, and they're a bit scary.
We're now going to find the scariest Zooks in the world.
And it was a pretty terrifying start as Muscleman lost Cannonball Zook. Things got back on track in Blooming Zook, Boxer Guy winning an extraordinary contest. And Speed Demon was indeed speedy in Super Hurdles. When it came to the relay, though, there was nothing scary about the performance. It was supreme.
So last time you were here, Cannonball Zook was the only contest that got the better of you. What do you think you learned, John?
Well, I think that we learned that Muscleman was too big for Cannonball Zook and that Speed Demon was really quick.
Speed Demon was fantastic. He was a great Zook. Pierre, what do you think an Uber Zook needs to be successful today?
Well, personally, I think they have to be fast, strong and manoeuvrable, but that depends on the competition.
It does, and we're not going to find out what your semi-final is until a little bit later on. But first, let's meet your opponents, and here they are.
Can you spot 4 men with a beard? We're in here somewhere.
No, but I can spot a bad start. That's exactly what the beard made. But Archangel 2 proved to be the strongest Zook in weakest Zook, and Typhoon blew away the opposition in Zook the Limit. By the time they made the relay, 4 men with a beard were working perfectly, and with a little help from the opposition, they booked a place in the final.
Last time you were here, your team performance was absolutely fantastic, but your team Zook the Beard was pretty disastrous. Joe, are you still thinking of using the beard as your Uber Zook?
Well, even though we don't know what the semi-final is going to be, I'm still confident that the beard is going to win it for us.
So you still think you're going to turn beard into an Uber Zook today, really?
Definitely.
OK, and Sim, are you going to win?
Of course we are.
Of course we are. Nice and confident. Very best of luck, and let's get on with it. This is the second semi-final. OK, teams, standing between you and a place in today's Bamzooki Grand Final is this. It's the Bamzooki classic, everyone's favourite game, Zook Tag. Now, you've got to design a Zook for this that's fast and really, really manoeuvrable, but don't just think about Zook Tag when designing your Uber Zook, because you've also got to pick a Zook who you think can cope with what we're going to throw at it in the Grand Final. Teams, time to design your Uber Zooks. Go on.
Well, 4 men with a beard have already hinted they're going to change the beard. But what about Spook Zooks?
And they know a bit more what they're doing.
Well, that is Speed Demon.
They're going to edit that, aren't they, Joe?
Adjusting his motion path. The all-important name change. Some final testing. What about the beards? Well, altering leg motion. Some hurdle testing. Of course, a colour change. Looks like they're done. Well, the Spook Zooks are introducing us to Speedy Gonzales. And meanwhile, in the red corner, it's the bearded lady.
Cheers, Rich. Now, if I was to go on name alone, I would probably say Speedy Gonzales sounds like he's going to do quite well. But you never know. This is Bamzooki, so teams, very best of luck. The winner is up against Elementals in the Grand Final. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Off they go. Bearded lady shows first. That's one. And look at this. Gets another. But now it's Speedy Gonzales' turn. 2-1. But here comes Bearded lady again for 3. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, it's 4. And I'll tell you what, Bearded lady is definitely the quicker of these 2 Zooks. Look at that in a head-to-head. Oh, no contest. Gets 2 quick ones there. And now look at this. Look at this. Well, there's nothing in the rules about this, but Bearded Lady is keeping Speedy Gonzales away, but it doesn't really matter, because there goes the klaxon. It's 8-2 to the Bearded Lady!
You're in the Grand Final, quite clearly. You can't tell a lot by a name. John, what do you think the problem was with the Zook?
I think we didn't have enough speed and turning ability as much as theirs did.
OK, I think you're probably right. It was all about speed in the end, but some fantastic Zooks. You did so well to get this far, so congratulations. And you're in the Grand Final. Do you think you're going to win it? Are you going to go all the way?
Yes!
That's what I like to see, some nice confidence. So there we go. In today's grand final, it's the Elementals up against 4 men with a beard. We'll have to wait and see who wins that. But right now, you guys have been sending in some amazing animal zooks to the website. Here are some of the best ones.
Nelly the Ellie Zook. Giraffe to do that. Cat's a good one. And this isn't bad either. Certainly marvellous. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what this is. Why did the butterfly flutter by? Our very own Tom and Jerry. I'm told this is a monkey. The venomous Zook snake. Give that dog a bone. He could do with feeding up.
Those are the Ubazooks, and this is today's Bamzooki Grand Final. Now, do bear in mind that both the Elementals here and 4 men with a beard have designed their Ubazooks with this very contest in mind. Let's hope they've done a good job. Now, teams, just to remind you, this is what lays in wait for your Ubazooks. First of all, you've got to get through those blocks. Then you've got a slalom, not forgetting the big boulders at the end as well. Plus, you've got the hurdles, the swing doors, and then those fantastic poles with balls at the top. Knock them, the balls fall off, and generally get in your way. Now, Rich, very quickly before we crack on, just one last time, introduce us to the Ubazooks.
They are 2 quality Zooks. It's Zeus up against the bearded lady.
Very best of luck to both teams. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
And off they go. Boof! Look at that start from the bearded lady. Fantastic. We know both these Zooks are quick. We've seen that, but can they cope with all these different obstacles? And look at that. Zeus really now with quite a lead as he goes through the poles. The bearded lady is stuck at the hurdle and just can't get through. Oh, Zeus takes a clatter from that boulder, and oh, look at that. He's spun round, but he's found the gap. And this is going to be a victory for Zeus. It's elementary.
I'm so sorry. The bearded lady was so convincing in the semi-final, Sim. You did so well. Unfortunately, when it mattered, you couldn't quite pull it out of the bag. But you've brought some fantastic Zooks to the table this series, so thank you very much. You've done it! Yes! And I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised. There you go, your very own Bamzooki prizes. Because Zeus only just got through his semi-final, Josh, why did Zeus do so well?
Well, I think the weight gave it stability and it was reasonably fast and it had manoeuvrability as well.
It was just the perfect Zook for this, and it slipped past those boulders brilliantly. You were great as well, guys. You know, really, really impressive Zook. So congratulations to both teams. Absolutely wonderful. And that's it. The end of this series of Bamzooki. Don't forget, we've got a fantastic website that you can check out. And this series, we have seen some fantastic teams, some fantastic Zooks.
There's been some fantastic commentating.
Yeah, the commentating wasn't bad. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Look at the time! OK. These piggies are wee-weeing all the way to CBBC!
That doesn't sound very sanitary.
It's Stinky and Turkey!
Pinky and Perky are trotting onto your screens with their brand new star-studded show!
Let's rock!
David Peckham! You know who I am?
Why, have you lost your memory?
The Pinky and Perky Show, weekdays at 5:45 on the CBBC channel.
What is it with you pigs today?